appears Chad Taylor is a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. This should be kind of interesting. I would think that Grant would want to keep it on his feet. And Mr. Tyler will assume to take this to the ground.
Well, Grant has some wins over referee stoppage due to strikes, TKO. Before that, in like I said, submission choke. And Mr. Tyler's record has a no contest versus Kevin Moore. A loss to Scott Ulcher, I believe. That's how you pronounce it correctly. And then he has another loss to Kevin.
And another massively large man.
He's a big guy.
Mr. Tyler seems to be...
But if I can... Looking at their stare downs, their mentality coming into this right now, you see Grant could stare a hole right now into the wall with that stare down. You sort of have Chad sort of looking down and, dare I say it, sort of timid looking. So you don't really want to take that into a fight.
No, really when you start staring down an opponent, either you look at him or you don't. And Mr. Tyler looked at Chad, or Mr. Austin. Oh, Tyler coming in swinging.
Yeah.
Grant Houston trying to get underhooks.
That fence, but that muscle power is just simply moving him as he's putting him almost back in the center of the ring.
Grant needs to watch out for the guillotine choke. Needs to watch out for this guillotine. If he slams him, he will fall into a triangle choke.
So he's trying to keep him up until, I guess, something gets loose, which he just knocked loose right there.
Grant did a smart thing by carrying him over to his corner. That way he's got...
Sort of jar him loose up against that fencing, that corner right over there.
Yeah,
this keeps spring him loose.
Yeah, this keeps Chad Taylor, or Tyler, away from his corner, so he can't hear instruction, but also allows Grant to be right there with his corner. And Grant using good control in this half guard position. Really working the underhook start.
And that's sort of a good thing. Like you said, you took him to the corner. You can hear instructions, and those guys have extra eyes to say, hey, get underneath here. Come loose on this.
You know, Tyler trying to work for an arm bar. He's got the leg underneath. Oh, mercy. Oh, Grant has got him stacked up.
The faces.
Yeah, this is a good position for Grant. Really got him stacked out and spread out. Grant working for the pass.
Chad Taylor was able to take those punches seemingly easy. Oh, as we got a good pop. Another one.
And Chad really needs to get moving.
Yeah, he's got to avoid.
It's time for a knee bar. Working for the heel hook. Oh. Grant needs to roll out of this. Grant needs to posture up, sit on top of him, and cross his feet to avoid this.
He's rolling around out of it.
Yeah, needs to power it up. Now Grant is straightening his leg out to take the pressure off his knee for that heel hook. What Chad is needing to do.
Can he get out of that?
Yeah, Grant's out of this. He really need to pull this leg out though instead of staying in this position.
Grant try to come back. Saw him wind up for that.
Chad has a small cut underneath his right eye. Grant got him in a good position, pinned against the cage.
Couple of fists.
This is really taking. Those are some big, heavy hands coming down.
That's almost right in front of us here. You can hear the pop through our headsets here.
10 seconds left. Grant's doing a good job of just dominating Mr. Chad.
Couple of fists to the head there.
Exit round by Grant.
Oh man, that was a great fight.
Chad did a good job of surviving to the punishment of Grant. You know, Chad Tyler needs to try to keep it toward more to the center of the ring, away from this cage. Grant's really using that cage to his advantage by pinning him against there and not allowing Chad to move.
And I'm shocked right here because this is a record right here. This is the first time, if I'm correct, if this paperwork's correct, that Grant has actually gone into a second round.
All right, well, I guess we're going to see a little bit of his cardio.
Yeah. is a momentous occasion right here.
Well, it appears that Chad is bringing extremely heavy. Has a lot of punishment. He took it from some.
He looks real gassed to where you see Grant is sort of, I don't want to say relaxed all the way, but he was able to lay down some heavy leather on him and seems pretty, just got his stamina up.
Yeah, this should be a big boost for Grant coming into the second round, having confidence.
Yeah.
Both men come out, touch gloves. Now Grant is a southpaw, finding the southpaw stance. Oh, Grant takes a hard right, follows back with combinations of his own.
Punch.
Grant coming in.
A couple of good swings on him here.
Yeah, he's really delivering that right hand. Some dirty boxing by Chad.
Yeah. Well, they're getting underneath there a little bit. Both men got some good hits underneath, straight to the face. And now they're right in front of us here. We'll like traded a couple of swings there as they back away from the fence. He was almost thrown to that fence there for a second, like stop the momentum going in.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big man to be throwing 200 plus pounds.
Oh yeah, these are two big men throwing them around here.
Now, Grant's just loading up on this right hand.
Tee him off on him.
Grant got him pressed into the corner. Ref warning him not to let go of the cage. Good body shot by Chad. Good knee by Grant.
And
I could not tell if that was a low blow or if that hit him in the bladder.
It's hard to tell here. We don't have a replay, ladies and gentlemen, right in front of us, but
yeah, now Chad would be able to take as much time.
If I'm correct, that might be the third time we've seen some of those shots going into these guys.
Yes.
We don't have a tally or a stat for that, but
now during what would be technically a timeout, the fighters are not allowed to go to their corner. Now the corner men are allowed to yell at them, but they are not allowed to go to their corner to talk strategy.
As we see that going on in Grant's corner, he's not over there, but you can tell they're yelling out information at him. So
Team Rock has a good coaching facility. Really trying to get Grant mentally prepared again to come back out.
Of course, Grant exudes confidence, as he should, with a record like this and a build like he does to sustain all these fights and all these hits.
I had to give it to Mr. Chad. A tremendous job by both men. I mean, there's the big heavy hands coming in.
Chad Taylor has wowed me in this fight going into the second round with him. You know, coming in, you would think, as I've seen with Grant fight, one and done in these rounds, but no, Chad Taylor's kept up his own in these fights. As he's still trying to work out the injury to him.
Yeah. Chad really needs to get on his feet and start walking some of this out. He doesn't want to get his groin tightened up. It's going to be hard for him to move.
That's what they all show us in ring, just walk it off. Drink water, take some aspirin and walk it off. It should be all right.
Yeah, now this definitely could limit Chad's mobility in the fight.
I know he's going to try to get a little tightened up, as you said. If you stay in one position for a while after the flurry of activity, about 5-6 minutes of running around, jumping around here. And now you're just stuck in that one position as we begin the second again. As they trade fights.
Chad's coming out with some vengeance.
Yeah.
Grant got him forced up to the corner.
Right,
dirty boxing by Chad. Made some good clean shots.
As our cameraman over there, Ken, was getting some great angles from right up there. In your face as you see those blows come down on him.
Oh, good turn by Chad. That Grant pinned against cage. Grant needs to step off. Excellent heart by Chad. Good knee.
Play that timeout. These two men got their second win back in them.
Chad Howard was bent over trying to get some wind. Grant just manhandling him into the corner. Grant being warned not to grab the cage. Grant trying to wait for the takedown. So Grant needs to be careful right here, having the guillotine. He's got an arm in, but it makes it a little more difficult to complete. Here's both men starting to tire out a touch. 10 seconds left around this round.
And now in the second round right there.
It appears that Grant has a cut above his right eye, trickling down the side.
And it looks a little gassed too, as going back to his corner there. Both of these men sort of Chad Taylor just sort of plopped down on his chair over there.
Now Chad may have blown his energy for this third round. See how well his cornerman can get him relax and calm down.
Well, after that restart at the beginning, at the end of the second there, it seemed like these two men had a lot of energy coming out trading fists right there. But towards the end of that second, it seemed like it sort of got slower and tired. And
yeah, Chad coming out with that adrenaline dump after the groin shot. But after that adrenaline wears off, it kind of wears your body out.
And Grant Austin over there, he looks pretty gassed. I don't know if he's trying to gather some energy, but he's going into the perilous part of the woods he's never seen before. This third round over here.
Is really going to test Grant.
See how well you guys work out there.
Yeah. He's down with appears to be Team Rock now.
Start of the third and final.
Good right hand by Chad. Fired back by Grant.
Inside.
Grant got him pushed right up against the cage right in front of us.
Some knees going to him.
Referee warned him.
Stop.
Grabbing a hold of the cage. Referee's going to deduct 1 point.
Lose a point.
Grant's really had to step this last round up. Yeah. Be a 1 point deduction. Fight resumes.
1 point deducted from
Chad firing off. That is some good combinations.
2 knees.
It appears Chad's throwing the straighter punches this round. Good knee by Chad.
Knee again. Another knee by Grant. Another knee by Grant again. He's getting those body shots in via the knee.
Grant is forcing him, holding him up against the cage.
Chad Tyler trying to tee off on him. But Grant taking a couple good swings at him. Knee again.
Chad's got him covered up in the corner, or excuse me, Grant's got him covered up in the corner. Really working that body now.
A couple good swings. Grant's trying to get in there. Working that boxing skill, I would say.
Chad firing up some dirty boxing of his own. Grant's really sucking for wind now. This could be a huge fight turner for Chad. Chad firing with a leg kick, followed up by combo. That's phase Grant. This could be it for Grant.
Chad Taylor coming in. Some great fist.
A hard shot by Chad. Could like it stunned Grant for a moment.
It certainly did. So our vantage point over here, he was just walking. Walking dead.
Sometimes what happens, you take a hard hit, it kind of knocks you out, you get hit again, it brings you right back into the game.
The tide has certainly turned for Chad Tyler.
Yeah. Chad needs to take. Sorry.
Look like he might be winning this third round here.
Yeah, Chad really needs to kind of step back and start unloading. There's really nowhere for Grant to go.
As Grant tries to...
Chad needs to take advantage of this.
It's over.
Oh, Chad comes back with the Chad comes back with referee stoppage. I do not really realize it. I don't know. I do not believe Grant is happy with that stoppage.
Well, like he couldn't go on.
I think he just kind of stood back to get a deep breath and rest up in.
An amazing series of events. As Chad Tyler.
Yeah, Grant's corner arguing with the ref, but a decision's been made. Chad makes a comeback with the break from an 0-2 record, now 1-2. Grant goes from 3-0 to now 3-1.
His record now blemished. That was a tremendous change in events. You would think that Grant had sort of had the advantage the first a little bit, sort of muddled there in the second. Got sort of muddled again there in the third, but as Chad Tyler wants to say something. As he stole the mic.
Yeah, great heart show by Tyler.
He stayed in there the whole time, working on this one.
Nice round of applause, these two fighters.